Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and welcome back to episode 4 of Full Metal Panic Second Raid. The trap has been set, this trap has been sprung, it's time for Agamemnon or Gate and his lovely Yufang sisters to go to work in enacting their plan. It's time for the big showdown. And boy oh boy, before we begin with the overall plan and how everything plays out, I want to say this episode was absolutely beautiful. Very gorgeous shots. I'm going to show you one in just a sec to give a feeling. But yeah, this episode was extremely gorgeous. And it was a lot of fun seeing just the back and forth. So, one of the first things I want to talk about is both the Yufang sisters, how their fighting style. These ladies are close combat ladies. You can see that the younger sister, this one, wields dual-wield machetes, and she puts Mao on the brink of fight. Like the only reason she gets saved is because of her Arresters squad. Which, the squad continuing to be there and actually be competent is another thing I really liked. Like, they understand the assignment. It feels like a really proper group, like the SRT, Mithril. They feel like a very competent unit, especially in this episode and even subsequently, like I guess the previous one. But it feels like a really powerful squad. But more so than what we saw from season 1. I just feel like this, okay, this is a reason why you would take them a little bit seriously, so to speak. Even though these girls don't see it that way, I just kind of felt that personally. But so, little sister, she was dual wielder of machetes. And then we have the older sister when they're in her shadow, which I think I said it was a Carlyle. I meant to mean shadow. She's also good at close combat with the AS. And when she's down in the tunnel with Urzu, I think it's Urzu 6. Urzu 6. Or who am I? With Weber. Yeah, this little tunnel shot was absolutely gorgeous. The coloring of both the AS and the shadow like this were really good. Like the AS just gives off like a nice blue, even though it's like a cream color. And then the shadow's got this kind of like a turquoise green. It just was a very beautiful shot, and it looked really beautiful in the tunnels. I absolutely loved it. But so we get to see Weber. He doesn't do well. He's not very good close range. He actually loses an arm for his AS, which, hey, that happens. We should have seen way more of that damage in the season 1, but hey, we'll take what it is, but it's a good time. Now, we kind of learned a little bit more about Bruno's role in this, why he's kind of like the more information. I'm just going to bring a scene from the previous episode, but as the team relays information to each other, he relays it to the enemy, and that's kind of their overall plan. Now, it does take Mithril a little bit to figure out that he is responsible, but when they realize that things aren't going to go too weary, Commander Testarossa decides not to use the computers anymore and decides to go for the more old school using print and paper. Hold on, give me a sec. Hold on. Okay, I found the scene. It reorganized not how I thought it was. Anyway, so Tessa when they realize the computers know a way to do this, like things are going bad, she decides to go pen and paper, which I really like this change. Like, shows Tessa changing on the fly. Now, obviously, the group does figure out that Bruno is messing with them, and they go back to what Tony, who unfortunately gets killed at near the end of the episode, the one who was holding the little sister. He mentions a Cretan called Cretan's paradox, which basically means all Cretans are liars, and they realize basically say one thing but do the complete opposite. So she says a command, and then Callahan says the opposite, which kind of leads them to believe a certain tactic. And they're able to lure most of the enemy into a trap and get the men out of the harm's way. It inevitably leads the Gernsbacks and the Venom unit to be in this kind of little pit area, which I will show a scene from. Excellent, gorgeous shot of Venom, but yeah, they kind of lure him to the spot, and the Mao, Kurt, and Sosuke are all there together, just firing upon him. And they go down, and when they discover the Venom also has the lander drive, it's up to Sosuke to go battle it. Unfortunately, it ends up failing. Now, we do learn what their objective was, and that they're meant to capture the Arbalest because they want that Lambda drive. Because we see that the issues with the Venom is that it overheats. Their Lambda drive overheats really well, so there is that problem. So, and unfortunately, Sosuke is not the best, showing that it's a good unit, why they should capture it. He's kind of a bit disappointed, but he escapes along with the Yufang sisters. They manage to escape, and they're kind of a bit pissed that they have to work with this guy, but whatever. They'll get over it. Their sensei, either Garon or Leonard, whoever they're considered the sensei, they'll just follow his orders until the time being. But yeah, the Sosuke didn't really show the performance, and he's kind of mad that the unit's not working the way that he wants. It's like it's a dumb machine. He just can't put it to make it good use. So that was the majority of the episode. Very fun episode, very beautiful. Like I said, got good amount of action. Kind of wish there was more shadows up close in personal battles, but that's just a minor thing. Overall, good performance. This Gate, he was maniac, but he was good. And the following episode, I'm looking more forward to, because it's more like a James Bond, like a very secret spy mission. They're gonna go after Bruno, figure out where he's capturing. And the story is also in the light novel, but it's a little bit different scenario. They're still trying to get rid of someone, trying to capture someone that was a spy within Mithril, I think, to what I recall. But hey, we'll save that for later. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. Hopefully you enjoy. See you guys next time for episode 5 on Wednesday. Season 2, it's still pretty good. Episode 2 was a bit of a bad episode, but the rest have been so good so far. I'm liking what I'm watching, and I'm curious what the changes are from the light novels. I have a brief idea, but I'm looking forward to changes, seeing maybe why they end up changing it. Anyway, have a great rest of the day.